I'm State Representative Russ Hunter. I represent the 48th Legislative District, which is parts of Bellevue, Redmond, Kirkland, a teeny little bit of Issaquah, and all of the Points communities. And in particular, I represent where the 520 bridge lands. And we're going to talk a little bit about 520. I'm going to bring in Mayor John Marchioni from Redmond to talk about that. We have been working on fixing the 520 bridge for well over a decade. We have a bridge that is 50 plus years old that's in very severe danger of failing in a windstorm, and in some ways bigger than that problem, though that is a very serious life safety risk. We're concerned that 520 itself as an arterial doesn't work today. And if you live on the east side and try and use 520, even just on the east side portion of it, you know to avoid that road like the plague during the afternoon commute time, say from 2 o'clock on. And that's really a problem. I think it's really important that when we build big capital projects that we do the kind of mitigation that make it reasonable when we go through a neighborhood. This is a regional project that works for everybody. In order to get the kinds of transit improvements that people need to really improve their quality of life, we are going to have to expand this bridge. So this is John Marchioni, he's the mayor of Redmond, and we're here at one of the transit centers in Redmond. This is the one that's actually on the Microsoft campus. And we're here to talk about the 520 bridge. One of the main reasons we want to build this bridge is that we can reduce the travel time from Redmond, from here to Seattle at the evening rush hour by 40 minutes when we build this new bridge. And I think that's pretty compelling. So, John, what's this mean to Redmond?
This means a lot to Redmond. Seattle is a key stop for people, both living in Redmond, but people living in Seattle working in Redmond.
Wow.
Having that 45 minutes gives you half your commute back.
Yeah.
It cuts your commute in half to get to work, get home, and it connects us to the rest of the region in an efficient manner.
If we were at rush hour, you went out and you looked at 520, it's dysfunctional. It's often backed up all the way to 405 or worse. And that's so, even people who don't want to go to Seattle get stuck on that road. You could be stuck for half an hour just trying to go to Medina or to Bellevue or to get to 405 to go north and south. So fixing the bridge and both ends of the bridge makes the road work better, not just for cars, but hugely for transit. It's something that's really important to people here. So what are we doing with 520 that makes it work for you?
Well, key piece of that is moving the HOV lanes to the center,
okay,
and then having HOV lanes all the way across the bridge to Montlake.
So that we don't have people weaving back and forth.
We don't have the weaving at 405 and 520 on a Friday afternoon. That's a major traffic jam leaving Redmond. It backs up to 148th or further. And having HOV lanes is going to allow people in carpools and transit to save that 40 minutes and blow right by that intersection all the way across into Seattle.
And did we say it saves 40 minutes?
40 minutes.
It's just hard to imagine a 40-minute savings.
40,
Whoa.
not 14, 40.
Wow. So one of the big concerns that we have is how we are able to start the construction here, even though we're not done completely with the design on the west side.
Right, there's 7 cities on the east side, and all 7 mayors have come forward and said we're ready to go forward with a workable plan that's financially stable.
Right.
And the time to go now is because the construction costs are low. Redmond has seen our bids come back 20 to 40% below what the engineer's estimate is.
Which would be a big deal if you're going to spend $4.5 billion on a bridge and you got a construction estimate that was 40% lower. I mean, that's $1 billion.
Exactly.
More than $1 billion.
More than $1 billion. That's why moving this forward now is so important.
The other thing that is pretty important for us to move forward on is our jobs environment in the construction industry. We've seen a huge change in commercial construction. As commercial projects are finishing up, new ones are not replacing them.
Right.
And our unemployment rate is projected to stay well above 9%. Really for the next couple years, and the construction unemployment is striking. And we're ready to go on this project. All we have to do is free up and finish the financing plan. We've already approved tolling, so we have to approve using the tolling revenue on the east side projects, which are through all the environmental impact statements. We're into detailed design. We should be ready to break ground soon, as long as we can free up the money to do it. And that starts those jobs now, which gets those guys off unemployment, which keeps our unemployment rates lower. It takes them off needing other federal and state assistance, which cuts our caseloads on other projects. And there's no reason not to do it.
Redmond's already part of a stimulus package. We're building the 36th Street Bridge, just 4 blocks out from here.
Just down the street.
That was, and that's jobs today.
Yeah, jobs today. Totally stimulus money.
And if we get the financing approved by the legislature, we're going to have jobs tomorrow, ready to go.
As we are on the Microsoft campus today, they're the biggest employer in my district. And their ability to continue to grow their employment is to a large degree predicated on their ability to bring people in. They've got the jobs, but you want to make sure that you hire the right people. And if they come and it takes them an extra 40 minutes to get here from their hotel, boy, they're not real interested in coming to work when they know they've got 40 or an hour extra in their commute over some other job. Quality of life matters a lot, and that's why you see all the employers over here and many of the employers in Seattle pushing hard to make this infrastructure work, whether it's transit or whether it's with HOV lanes or however we do it. So, thank you.
Thank you, Ross.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for your good work in Redmond.
Thank you.